Muy buenas noches amigos, ¿cómo están? Les saluda Mario Sánchez y en el día de hoy vamos a tener una especie de declaración de un periodista de Malta. Todo esto tomando en cuenta que el día miércoles, 1 de junio, a la 1 p.m. de Venezuela, habrá justamente el amistoso Malta versus Venezuela. Así que vamos a estar justamente escuchando un poco de un periodista de Malta que nos va a estar, digamos, que dando una especie de introducción de lo que es la selección de Malta, sus jugadores principales, también lo que conocen ellos de Venezuela. Estaremos justamente escuchando las palabras de Gianluca LIA, que trabaja en Times de Malta. Así que antes de comenzar, les recuerdo que deben suscribirse al canal de YouTube para que puedan enterarse de los próximos videos, activando la campanita de notificaciones, dándole like al video y, por supuesto, estando pendiente de cuando suba nuevo contenido. Sin más preámbulo, comenzamos a escuchar a Gianluca.
Actually, we know a lot about Venezuela national team, not really at club level, but at national team level. There are a lot of players that play in Europe, so both in Italy and in England, which are two popular leagues here in Malta. So they are quite followed. We know about Rondon, we know about Rincon, we know about Josef Martinez, who used to play in Italy before going to MLS. And obviously now we know about the coach Jose Peckerman, who is very popular, of course, across the world, and also one of his staff members, Kufre, who used to play with Roma in Italy, for example. So there are a lot of popular figures from the Venezuela team, both players and staff, that here in Malta they are familiar with. Obviously, um, here in Malta there is a lot of passion towards football, so we follow a lot of competitions, including also the South American qualifiers and the Copa America. So we know about Venezuela's progress and results across the years. And on a personal note, I also know about other players who play, especially in North America. I follow a lot MLS as well, so I know, for example, about Savarino and Soteldo as well. Um, so yes, the Maltese, both the team and both the general public, have some idea about Venezuelan football. About our national team, starting from our league at club level, our league is one of the lowest ranked in the UEFA coefficients. In fact, our clubs start their European qualifications from the first or second rounds usually. In fact, they will have the draw of the 22-2023 competitions, the Champions League and the Europa Conference League, in June, and in July they start to play. Basically, we have our champion who play in the Champions League, starts from the first qualifying round, and then we have the second and third who play in the Europa Conference League, first round as well. And then we have either the cup winner or the team that places fourth place in the Europa Conference League as well. We don't have teams in the Europa League automatically. We just have the one in the Champions League that, when it gets eliminated, goes down into the Europa League. The league finished a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 3 to 4 weeks ago, and there was the cup as well, which finished 1 to 2 weeks ago as well. For the record, Hibernians are the champions of Malta, and Floriana the champions of the cup. Both teams have players who play with the national team as well. Um, as regarding main players of the national team, I can talk to you about the players who play abroad. We just have only two, who are Zach Muscat, who plays in Portugal with Casapia. They got promoted to the top division this season. He plays as a defender and used to play in Italy in Serie C with Agraga, Sarezzo and Pistoiese. And we also have a midfielder called Teddy Toma, who plays in the Belgium top league with a team called Union. They finished second in their league this season. They qualified to the Champions League qualifications. He's also one of the best players in Belgium. He was one of the nominees for the Player of the Year as well. For us, he's a very important player because he's a player that costs around 3 million at the moment, and for us for us means that we have a very valuable player, a worldwide player, a very popular player as well in Belgium. So he's a very important player for us. And then we have other players who play locally who are good as well. But obviously, since they play in Malta, they are not actually popular across Europe. Maybe someone popular in the team is actually the coach, Davis Manja, who used to coach in Italy in Serie A and was also coach with the under-21s team. He finished second in the European Championships in 2013, lost the final against Spain. He was appointed coach of Malta in 2019, and this is now he will be in charge of Malta and the Nations League in June, and it will be his third campaign, because he had the Nations League first and then he had the World Cup qualification, and now he will have the Nations League before having the European qualification as well. He did quite well. We improved a lot under him. He changed the formation to a 3-4-1. We're playing a more attacking football. In his first Nations League campaign, we drew the final game, and we missed the chance to get promoted to League C, which would have been a huge success for Malta. During his game so far, we did a lot of records as well, small records, like clean sheets, victories, goals, which for us are very important to develop, being consistent and having these type of records as well. So he's helping us to turn into a strong team among, the lowest ranked teams, which is very important for us as well. Obviously, we never qualified to the big tournaments, but for us, doing well against teams of our level or maybe slightly better than us, it always helps, as well. And overall, as a national team, we've now been playing for over 100 years. We've never qualified to tournaments, of course. Over the years, we had some good results, especially in the 80s and in the early 2000s as well. We've recently broken the record of points in a competition as well under Manja, so we always look for these type of records as an objective, not qualifying, of course. Also, for the record, there is a Venezuelan player playing in Malta, but not in men's football, but in women's football. She's Rafani Mendoza, who played for Venezuela in the Under-20s Women's World Cup a few years ago as well. She's playing with a club called Sweet United.